How's YouTube land doing? Just figured I'd come at you for a few. My channel has been 100% inactive for probably a month, other than me watching stuff. I take that back, probably 2 months, other than me on there watching stuff in my little bit of free time that I have in between kind of working 2 jobs. That's what I figured I'd make this little video about. Just had a lot of life's problems, I guess you'd say. Not gonna piss and moan and groan about it, but just only make a certain amount of money, you know. You know what you can count on without overtime in 2 weeks, every month, you know, yearly. Well, I've been fortunate enough to get the overtime that I've needed. Been working 6 days a week for the past 2 months, damn near. And second shift at that. Work third shift and then get off at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning and then go back to work at 2 p.m. Work till 10 p.m. that night and then have, you know, be back to work Tuesday night. So that's what Midwestern TV's been up to. Just working and living. Had to get the transmission rebuilt on the truck. Cost me a good $1,800, and in between time I've been trying to figure out how to make ends meet, because puppy just joined me for a second. The girlfriend's always sick, so her job really don't help out too much, you know. It's really just keeping her busy and out of the house, not just sitting on her rear, you know, because that's good for all of us. But I've always known about scrapping or doing the scrap metal thing, because I seen guys doing it when I was a young lad. But back then, I believe it paid a hell of a lot better than what it does now. At least it's helped me make ends meet. But maybe back in the day it would have been true, but my grandparents used to say, oh, don't let them fool you. They're driving around in their beat up truck and their old worn out clothes, and they live better than we do. Well, maybe for some people, because I mean, in 2 months I've made almost $400 doing it. But I posted ads on Facebook, I posted ads on Craigslist, you know, just telling, hey, I'll haul whatever you got. If it's metal, contact me. Well, I had done that for like 2.5, 3 weeks, and then the truck took shit on me, reverse went out. That's why I had to get the transmission rebuilt, and still did stuff on the meantime. Picked up little things with her car, you know, insulated wire and copper and whatever anybody was willing to give. Break it on down if it wasn't broken down already, and get the most out of it that I could. I'm fortunate enough that I live maybe 10 miles round trip from the scrapyard that I go to or been using. And actually there's 2 within that mile radius, 10 miles round trip. There's Bear and then there's A. Miller. But I went to Miller just the one time, and they pay a little less. But then figured I'd share with you. Truck took a shit on me, right? Picture this. Then I'm driving the old lady's car while she's in the hospital, and I hit a deer. Busted out the driver's light and dented in the hood real good, messed up the fender. Did $2,900 worth of damage. Insurance just finally sent a check, but none of that's going to go to me because I'm leasing the vehicle, still owe on it, so that's going straight to them, and then I got to figure that all out too. But there's a picture of the driver's side headlight. You can see the blood there. And I don't know if you can see the dent in the middle of the hood, bumper. These aren't the greatest pictures. These were just taken the night of the accident. Shit himself on the windshield. I was in the center lane, and he landed on the far side. Killed it, but just figured I'd show you. Heard a lot of people say, you know, is scrapping worth it? Is it not? Really, this is just to let you be the judge of it for yourself, but I'll show you here in the next few clips some receipts, or all the receipts that I've gotten so far from doing it. And like I said, the first date I believe was 6/7 of 17, and this is through today. I ran the last little bit that I had sitting around for almost this whole time. Just got the truck back, the transmission fixed, maybe last Friday, and then there was a damn leak in the trans cooler line, so had to get that fixed, which, whatever, I kind of think it should have been done with the rebuild, but anywho. Then when I brought her home, service engine soon light kicked on. Came right home and put a $60 coil pack and a $5 spark plug in her, and went down to Advanced Auto Parts, cleared it, and she runs like a champ. Just find it funny, the luck that I have. So, like I said, next few clips I'll show you what I made with scrapping, and you be the judge. Is it worth it? Is it not? And I suggest if you're or looking to make ends meet, or if you ever find yourself in a tough spot and you don't know what to do, you know, maybe you'll refer back to this and think, shit, maybe I should try it. So, I don't know, I'm the type of person that I'm not above anything, you know. If I really needed to, I'd go to McDonald's and work. The greatest thing about this that I found is that you don't have to do it during any certain time, you know. The only thing you have to do is make it to the scrapyard during their business hours to cash it in. But there's nobody telling me you have to do it today. You have to go pick this up now. No, it's in my quote unquote free time. So honestly, you know, the last week I've come home 6:30 in the morning and broken stuff down until 9:30. So really I've worked a little extra, you know, and then taken it in. But I won't keep rambling. I just figured I'd share with you. The old lady's in the hospital, and just me, the 2 puppies, and the cat. So awful talkative today. That's very unlike me. So, and you hear the dogs whining. They must have to go potty. What are we doing? Say hi, Sparky and Mia. Oh God, we don't need any of that shit. Holy shit. There's scrap metal today, boys. So I was wrong. The first day I actually took a load in was the 19th. But, and also note, I'm using just a 6-foot bed of a Trailblazer truck. Don't have a trailer or anything else, so I can only get as much as I can get in there at one time. So this day I took 540 pounds of shredder tin in for 30 bucks. This day I took 240 pounds in for 14 bucks. The same day I also took in some non-ferrous, looks like $3.60 of aluminum, $10 for copper, $4 for brass, $3.30 for stainless, for a total of $21.40. This one's for 240 pounds for $13. That's just shredder tin again. 560 pounds for $31. Then some non-ferrous. You can see it there. Cast aluminum, aluminum breakage, copper radiators, yellow brass number 2 copper scrap, number 2 insulated, non-metallic stainless and electric motors. Total of $29. Then another day for non-ferrous. There's just aluminum pop cans, some radiators, some copper scrap, insulated copper, electric motors, hard drive, CD-ROM circuit boards. You see there they didn't pay much on those, the low-grade boards and whatnot, but once again, this is my first time breaking down. The place I go to, it says online that they take the PCs whole, the towers, but I get there and they won't take it. It has to be broken down, and then I found out you'll make more that way anyway, but anywho, you live and you learn. That's why I'm showing you this. 340 pounds for $19. There's a couple guys I watch on YouTube. I think it's CDC Detecting and Scrapping or something like that. Really good guy, but he makes a hell of a lot more than I do doing this stuff. So it's your experience and what you know. But here's another non-ferrous, old sheet aluminum, number 2 insulated copper, bare bright copper, electric motors for a total of $41. Then first time ever taking in this much, but number 2 insulated copper and bare bright copper cable, total of $75.25. One more non-ferrous, aluminum copper radiators, copper scrap, insulated copper, electric motors for a total of $12.69. And then today, like I said in the beginning, I took in the last bit that I had laying around that I just needed and wanted to get out of here for 320 pounds for 19 bucks. So I'll add that up right quick, and now that I got you flipped back around here, guess I go outside. That totaled up to $330 and some change. So I was wrong, it wasn't quite $400, but in 7 weeks, without having the truck, or with not having the truck for, I don't know, I think 2 weeks probably, I don't find that as too bad, you know, and I don't know how many, I'd have to think about it really in depth, and I'm not going to bother really right now. I don't know how many hours was really spent doing that, but not shit for gas or time really. I mean, people would message me or called from the ads, and I'd just schedule or set up a time and go pick up the stuff, or sometimes see it on Craigslist free and run and grab it on my way home from work. But like I said, this was really just to let you be the judge, not for me to tell you whether it is or isn't a good idea. Just sharing, because I really ain't had much else going on, and I find it kind of cool that you're doing a service, you're doing other people a service. Because I don't know how many people I've had get a hold of me, and I've hauled washers and dryers and water heaters out of the basement for them, and you know, they just want it gone, and I take it off their hands and break it down and get a little something for it. So just figured I'd share, like I said, a thought. Dang nap. But hope you all having a good day. Oh, look at the kitty. Anyway, take it easy, y'all. Peace.